guys, welcome back to Neffy Crafts and Scraps. It's Neff here today sharing another process video finally. Oh my goodness, so it's been a bit of a travesty. My iPad broke, which is my main editing tool and recording tool, so it took me a while to be able to kind of get on track again, and I'm trying, and there will be a few videos that are going to come to you guys like this one a little bit late. I already shared this project on Instagram, so my friends here on YouTube are barely getting to see this project here. So I was saying that I broke my iPad, and then for about a week my internet went down, and like I said, it's just been a bit of trouble. However, everything is fixed now. The internet is back on. My iPad is fresh and fixed. So I am back in action. The only thing is I'm a little backed up on process videos. So for the next few weeks, I will be sharing some process videos that I have already shared on Instagram. So if you follow me there, I am barely sharing these videos here. But I guess that's exciting for my friends here on YouTube, because I do have a few fun projects, starting with this lovely layout. As you can see, I went right ahead and went in with some watercolors on this cut file. So this cut file is a Paige Evans cut file that I got on the Silhouette Design Store. And I am using some cardstock warehouse 12 by 12 pure white cardstock. And this cardstock is probably one of the best, smoothest, whitest cardstocks I've ever used. And it's taken me a little bit of practice to figure out how to cut it right on my silhouette. So, truth be told, this cut is actually a bad cut, because you see how the leaves still have all the attached insides to it. That is holding still because I didn't really cut it right, and so I still figured I could still use it because I like the look of how the leaves still have their inside cut inside. Some of them are a little bit loose, you can kind of tell, but for the most part it's stuck on there, guys. It did not cut through enough for me, but I'm working with it, and I actually really like this. Because I'm able to kind of really maneuver and even add watercolor to it. The watercolor I'm using is just a palette I got from Michael's, and when I watercolor, I feel like I make a big mess, as you can tell. There's a mess everywhere, but it's really easy to color these because leaves come in all colors, and so I'm basically sticking to the kind of golden yellows and reddish browns you see me playing there on the palette. So yes, and I'm actually going to, the idea for this was to create kind of like a pile of leaves. So I'm actually going to bring in a few more cuts of leaves with more gorgeous paper from Cardstock Warehouse. They have a huge amount of paper. I have been on their design team since January, and I'm still amazed at just all the paper that comes to me each month, because I feel like this year more than anything I've kind of have been playing with themes, especially to match my cardstock with all the just kind of monthly holidays and themes that each month comes with. So I've been able to play with a lot of this gorgeous cardstock, and you guys will see how in the next few projects that I share, I'm going to be using quite a lot of different colors and textures. And I've also been using my silhouette a lot, so it just really gives me the good ability to kind of use up all my paper and try it all. This particular cardstock comes in size 12 by 12, but there are some packets in the shop that are only 8.5 by 11, so I play with both sizes. And so in order for this fall to kind of stick out, I went in with the darkest reddish, kind of like a brick color brown, to outline the letters, and very messily so. But it just gave a really nice kind of bolder look to the fall, and it doesn't get lost in the leaves around it. I let this sit for about 2 days before I had time to get back to it. So in the next scene, you guys will be able to see how it looks up all dry. And it held very well considering it didn't cut correctly. So we gotta wait for it to dry, and there it is. It's been dried for a few days. It took me a while to get back to the project. But I've already added some foam tape to the back. I kind of do want it to be raised off my page to give that pile of leaf dimension. And to fill in these letters, I'm actually using photographs. So I do have a lot of favorite pictures of pumpkins, and I believe these pictures, the pumpkin pictures are from last year, and the one of my son is from last year, and then I believe the other one is from 2017 at the pumpkin patch. But I kind of just really wanted to add photos that were in theme with fall, or just kind of like my favorite things out of fall. And I thought about using more cardstock to back these letters, but because I was gonna be adding leaves, I thought it would just be too much. So there it is. I love it. And the A is actually a picture of my son with the biggest leaf he found last year. It was way bigger than his head, and I thought it just went perfect there. The F, you can kind of see the tent in the back, and I'm also adding foam to that to keep it raised, just so that the center on my page doesn't kind of sink, because I felt like it was kind of droopy. And I use the double-sided tape that I find at the dollar store. I've never found it to be tox, or what do they call it? It doesn't fade your paper, so I feel safe using that, in case you guys were wondering. So here are some more leaf cuts. Some of these, like I said, some of them didn't cut through all the way, because I did cut a few pages, and as I cut each page, I kind of fixed the settings to where it finally worked. But I really like the look of how this has kind of like some outlined leaves and some solid leaves, and it really, I find it gives so much interest to the page. So you guys are gonna watch me kind of create my little pile of leaves here with all these cut files. For some, I do pull off the extra center piece. What do we call that? The negative? The negative? I don't know, if you guys tell me below. What do you call the inside of a cut? It's the negative piece, right? Because then otherwise it's just your cut piece. I think I'm overthinking this. I'm a little rusty, guys. It's been a while since I've done a voiceover. But actually, I do want to ask you guys, do you guys like all this chatty, or do you guys prefer how I was doing before with just the music? Or do you guys also like it when I kind of just pop in to give direction to how the video is going? Because I could do that too. I don't know, I just feel like I would try it a little bit different, since I have some nice quiet time right now. So you can see I have browns and like a dark orange, and then these gorgeous papers are goodness, I don't remember what line they're from, but you can see they're way thinner, right? And they have that iridescent look. I love it. It is so pretty, and that was my favorite part about this project, is that I was able to really play with the papers that I had, because fall leaves come in all kinds of different colors, so it's really fun to have cut on this thin paper. And the fact that they're outlined makes them feel a little bit more delicate. So here I'm gonna actually take it off this one too. And now, because this really is the layout, that's it. I feel like I have my photo and my title all in one. So I didn't really do a whole lot more embellishing. One thing that does bother me here is that my cut file, the main big one, is off center, and I can see it now in the video. I didn't even notice while it was in front of me. But really all I do is just kind of add a little bit more to the title. These are some old papers that I got from Emma's stickers, I mean. These stickers are some that I got from Emma's Paperie a few years ago, and I believe they're pebbles, and they're part of one of the Jen Hatfield collections during the falls, and I just like the wood grain feel to it. It goes perfect with all the colors on my page. And I'm just gonna glue that on and do some splatters. Actually, no, I forgot. I'm bringing out these sequins. These are some Maggie Holmes sequins from one of her collections last year. I also got these supplies from Emma's Paperie, and these are just supplies that I had in my stash. I really did feel like the layout needed a little bit something else, and I actually forgot that I added these, but there I am. And that's it. My gorgeous little pile of leaves here. It says happy fall. I love the watercoloring. I love the look of it, and I love the contrast in all these papers. And I think the photographs in the center are really fun. So let me know what you guys thought about this layout. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. And don't forget to follow me on social media so you can also keep up with the rest of the craftiness. And do subscribe for my channel if you guys want to watch more videos. I am hopping back on, guys, I promise. We are back in action here. And follow me and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell there if you would like to get a notification every time I upload a video. Thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy the close-ups. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!